Welcome to the AV Huddle, the place for AV professionals to get the latest news, updates and stories from the leading commercial manufacturers and suppliers. Hear from end users while we dive into new technology, business strategy and innovative ways AV is shaping the sector. Let's jump into the huddle.
Okay, welcome to the first AVM podcast in the AVM home office in Greater Manchester. I've got Deepa with me, who works for a battery company in the UK and globally, I imagine, is it?
Correct.
And supplies batteries globally as well. I work for AVM and obviously my name's Jack, and we're just going to have a bit of a chat really about a few things going on. We're also joined by Katie, who's our marketing apprentice, and she's going to go through a few things with us as well. So, first of all, I suppose we should bring up the coronavirus, because obviously that's the thing going on really at the minute in the world. So how's it affected yourself?
So I'm office-based, so going to the office Monday to Friday. On the odd occasion, I work from home or remotely, so it's affected us because the offices have now closed, the operations are still happening, but from home. So it's just a matter of remotely connecting, having daily meetings with the team, putting on video conferencing. It's just a whole new approach to working.
All right, yeah, fair. So you've probably adapted to it quite well, because obviously you've done it before, you're quite used to it. Is there people within the company that are entirely office based and don't really manage to work at home much or work remotely?
Well, that's kind of me. So I do work from home on the odd occasion, but I am office based. So I would be the majority of those people that work in the office. So it is affecting us, where you have to set up a new routine from home, make sure you get up on time, make sure you are taking your lunches, finish on time, because when you do work from home, you tend to work on till all hours in the evening. So it's just finding that balance, really.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, obviously working in an environment like AVM, everyone's so tech savvy and like really teched up to the point where video conferences and working with people remotely in this office is just a daily occurrence. So adapting to it for us has been quite easy, but obviously trying to understand it from other people's perspectives is a bit more difficult. Like, I know other people, for example, that working from home is unheard of for them, so they're shocked by this and really struggling with it. But
I mean it is the same. It's just we prepared in advance for working from home, so making sure the systems were set up, but it's not as tech savvy as here. So we'll use Skype conferencing majority of the time, and then something called WebEx, which is for video conferencing, but it's just getting into the routine of putting your camera on and people seeing you at home without makeup on
in that environment and where they wouldn't normally see you.
Exactly.
Because in work obviously you've got your guard up a little bit more and things like that, haven't you? What
and
about
your manager watching you from behind, making sure you're actually working.
No one breathing down your neck, so you've got to be honest with the actual timesheets. What about like the sort of panic buying thing and everything? Like, I don't know obviously what your role completely is within the company, so I couldn't really ask a direct question about that, but have you noticed anything related to your role where you've seen maybe an increase in activity, decrease in activity?
So I work in supply chain.
Right, so
I can say that. I work with all the POS things that go into stores, all the display units. We already had a contingency plan anyway in place for Brexit, so in terms of stock holding, we're fine on stock holding at the moment for at least 3 to 4 months. We don't know what's going to happen with this virus. We source our batteries from Europe, so that will have an effect on imports coming in. But because we've already stock holding for Brexit, we're kind of in a better position.
You've actually got that surplus that you can dig into a little bit if you need to.
Yeah, and that will keep us going until hopefully this all blows over.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things, really, isn't it? Like, I've read a lot in the news about how the UK is actually managing to cope with things a little bit easier because obviously we've got the sort of shadow of Brexit over us all, and we're all looking to contingency plan for Brexit, and all the bigger companies, at least, that can really afford it have got that stock in place already, whereas some of these European countries, they've not got that. So literally what they've got is just the just-in-time ordering systems that they've got in place, and then that's it. So it's a bit, it's probably a bit more scary in a few of these other countries. Where,
yeah, but I mean, you always need to have a contingency plan if something is going to happen, like this pandemic. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're hopefully a bit better at that.
That's cool. What about the panic buying in like personal life? Have you been out and got any particular items or?
No, I've been out shopping just to be out shopping for the standard food items. Then noticed there was no pasta, no toilet roll, no kitchen towels, no hand sanitizer, soap, and it's just like, well, if someone's gonna buy it all, you're not stopping anyone else from disinfecting them.
No, exactly.
Counterproductive. But yeah,
it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Like, I've gone out for a couple of things where it's tea bags, just general things, and it's just really is just a pain in the ass.
So you were panic buying tea bags?
And well, not quite, but like addiction buying tea bags potentially, but not quite panic buying.
All right.
Just the usual 20 a week. You know what I mean?
20 tea, you have 20
not 20
teas a
packets a week.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 packets a week.
Wow.
Got that big tea addiction. But honestly, like I've not panic bought anything myself, probably because I still live with my mum. So
she's panic bought.
Yeah, she's done it for us. We've got like 26 tins of tuna, something like that. Plenty of tuna.
Yeah. And
the beans in the spaghetti. You know
right.
what I mean? Like the spaghetti in the little pots.
You do know you should probably buy fresh produce, which is better for your immune system.
Yeah, but the apocalypse, you know what I mean? I'm young. Like I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm young. I'm healthy. I'm fine.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Just freeze it. Buy some broccoli and freeze it.
Yeah, but the freezer, man. You want to see my mum's freezer? It's just full of like
fish fingers.
Yeah, chips, and you know what I mean. The stuff that like is going to give you a heart attack, like bean spaghetti. Probably not the best thing for you, but the rest of it, yeah, that's going to put me in that high risk category if I eat that freezer. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone in particular sort of around you in life that you've sort of worried about a little bit or anything like that?
What, in terms of health?
Yeah, health and the whole corona
I think
thing.
it's predominantly the people that are in the over category, which you've got to then take care of. So you may or may not know, but we have a grandma that's 99 years old, so she's probably at the highest risk. So it's just taking extra precautions to make sure you wash your hands around her, don't get too close, make sure she's fit and well, and yeah. So I think she's probably the key person to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose like something I've experienced myself is if the lockdown thing happens, like what we're watching, what's on your Netflix to watch list?
Well, I've actually finished everything, so I've just watched The Good Place.
All right, yeah, I've not seen it yet.
Good.
Is it decent?
Yeah, you should watch it. What else have I just been watching? I did watch a movie called Contagion. Contagion.
I think that's quite a popular one at the minute, isn't it?
It is.
Everyone's on that.
Yeah, there's another one called Outbreak.
All right, cool.
So get them all watched.
No.
See what's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep them, I think, for like those desperate moments when
don't.
When we can't leave the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That can really get that fear factor up. And
yeah, I suppose you can still rewatch some old stuff, right? Breaking Bad, that'll take you like 3 months.
You know what? I watched it not long ago.
Yeah,
I had a conversation with someone in the AVM offices about Better Call Saul and how rubbish it is.
Yeah.
So I rewatched Breaking Bad just to try and get back into Better Call Saul. But no, didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Okay.
Anyway, back to sort of batteries and the sort of supply chain thing and everything. Obviously, you've got that stockpile and everything like that, but what about the actual distribution to stores and the demand from stores, is that something you're able to comment on? Or
I mean, in terms of our suppliers are working as usual, so it is business as usual for them. Obviously, things will be reviewed as time goes on. If there is going to be a skeleton force working, then we've got to take that into consideration. But as of now, everything is ticking over. In terms of getting stuff to stores, there's no issues with that either. Batteries are not something that you would panic buy.
See,
as of yet.
You think that?
Well, you never know. I mean, kids in the house, they need some something to power up their toys, right?
Yeah, exactly. Them TV remotes, they're not gonna. That'd be a desperate time, wouldn't it? If you're in lockdown and you've got to.
Yeah, they last for ages.
You've got to stand up to change the channel. You never know. It's always the moments you most need them that they're not there. That's the thing. An app on your phone off the remote. There you go. That's the mentality of people that work for AVM. The fact that there's an app for everything, there's technology for everything, and I think that sums it up really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, panic buy your batteries.
Yeah, panic buy your batteries.
But it's not the top of the list. I think food and groceries, toilet paper, all that kind of stuff is the number one. So what retailers have just communicated is that they will be stopping shipment of unnecessary items, and just to make room for all of the essential items that people are panic buying anyway. So I don't know. I've got emails from Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Tesco. So I think the same thing is going across the board. Yeah.
With that though, could it have the sort of adverse effects, do you think, to everything else? So obviously with, say, toilet roll and everything, they're going to see an influx in sales, but could there actually be a slight dip because of it, do you think? Because you're trying to keep that store space and results in orders and sales coming through.
For us?
Yeah, for yourselves.
Yeah, of course. So obviously you wouldn't get as much in-store presence because it's being utilised elsewhere, but at the same time it's just the nature of the business. If something is needed more, they're obviously going to purchase that item and make room for it. So but yeah, I'm not sure what the sell rates are at the moment, but I don't think we're declining yet. Yeah, so
that's fair.
Yeah,
good though.
Good.
What should you be doing? Like, obviously we're all grounded now. We're stuck in the UK and at home watching our Netflix and doing not really that much. What should you really be doing at this point? Like, is there anything you were planning? Anything?
Oh, for us, so we were going to go away to America, which we're waiting for the flights to be cancelled, but that we can probably safely say that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So the plan was to go to America, go to Canada for a wedding, actually. So whether that wedding is happening, we don't know, but hopefully all goes well with that if it does continue. But it's just a shame. I think you can't control what is happening around you. You've just got to take it as it comes, a day at a time, and just carry on.
Take it on the chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shitter really, isn't it, though, in terms of things, it's
Absolutely.
Not quite there.
Yeah. What can you do? I think it's something that we planned a long time ago, and for it to not happen is just, gutted, but rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather be on this side than stuck over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You feel a bit for that, don't you? Like, I've seen some stuff in the news about people stuck in these countries or rushing back from these countries, not necessarily places that you wouldn't want to be.
Yeah.
Like not war zones or anything like that, but like
you would want
places
to come home.
Where you want to come home from. Yeah. So you can be with your family and stuff. So
yeah. Wow.
It's a bit annoying, isn't it? But I suppose you just got to take it on the chin and
yeah. How about you? Have you got any plannings? Did you have any plans?
Nothing too particular. Like, we were supposed to go to Scotland, to Edinburgh, to watch The Lion King. I've never seen it. So we were supposed to do that at the end of the month, but The Lion King's been cancelled.
Right.
And then now it's like, well, we could still go to Edinburgh, but what do you do? Because all the bars and restaurants are being told to close, or you're supposed to not go to them. So we're stuck in that sort of position now of like, we're just going to have 4 days off work. And then it's like, do you actually want 4 days off work? Because in another 2 weeks, like, we might not be able to go in work. So do I want to waste my holidays now, or do I want to wait until I get made unemployed or something? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And cash them in. Like,
cancel your holiday.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cancel the holidays. I've tried getting the money back from the hotel, but unfortunately they've not been overly kind about that. So we'll see, I suppose. Yeah, we'll see. But
you should fight for that.
Yeah, just going to see what happens and get on that Netflix instead. Stock up on some batteries so that my my remote doesn't run out of charge.
Or your app.
Yeah. Or get one of these guys to teach me how to use the app, yeah.
Yeah, all that.
We'll see. Anything else you want to have a quick chat about? Or
no, I think just to everybody to stay healthy, stay safe, exercise, eat good, and spend time with your family.
Yeah, so definitely make the most of the opportunities that you've got while you can. Yeah,
exactly.
Cool. Well, thanks to anyone that's been listening. Like I said, this has been our first podcast, so for any awkwardness or difficulties we might have had, thanks for putting up with them, and we'll be sure to come back with another couple next week.
Thank you for listening to the AV Huddle. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe to get the latest AV updates. AV Huddle, powered by AVM Solutions.